Hello and welcome to a special edition of Wilbur's Word. Today we have the legendary Bruce Lee in a very open interview about his martial arts and love-making career. To open, I'd just like to say, Bruce, I heard that you made a joke and compared yourself to the legendary John Holmes, even saying that you may even be the Chinese equivalent of John Holmes. Could you tell me a little bit more about that, please?
I made that as a joke, of course. And it's a heck of a name, man. Yeah. I mean, every time I said it at that time, I was super conscious.
I see. Well, we all know you're legendary when it comes to making love. But if we can stick with the John Holmes topic for just a little while longer, and can I just ask, in girth, length, size terms, how do you actually match up to Mr. Holmes?
Quality-wise, I mean, I have to admit that it's not quite up to the standard. However, it is growing, and it is getting higher and higher, and going toward that standard, that what I would term quality.
Well, that's good to hear, Bruce, and keep up whatever techniques you're using with that one. Now, Bruce, did you ever think that martial arts would lead you to be considered one of the greatest love-making gurus of, if not our time, all time?
Not really. I mean, most of them, you see, to me, at least the way that when I teach it, all type of knowledge ultimately means self-knowledge. Mm-hmm. So therefore, they are coming in and ask me to teach them not so much of how to defend themselves or how to do somebody in. Rather, they want to learn to express themselves through some movement, be it anger, be it determination, or whatsoever. So in other words, what I'm saying, therefore, is that he is paying me to show him in combative form the art of expressing the human body.
Interesting. Famously, you have no particular favourite position or style when it comes to making love. Can you further explain this philosophy?
So styles tends to not only separate men, because they have their own doctrines, and then the doctrine became the gospel truth, that you cannot change, But if you do not have styles, if you just say, well, here I am, as a human being, how can I express myself totally and completely? Now, that way, you won't create a style, because style is a crystallization, I mean, that way, it's a process of continuing growth.
Right. Well, would you put down to Eastern versus Western, say? Like, well, for example, what would the main differences be between the Western love-making teachings and the Eastern love-making teachings? Can you maybe give us an example on the differences between the two?
Well, first we use the feet.
That's
and then we use the elbow. And
you use the thumb too?
You name it, man. We
use it all.
You have to, you see, because, I mean, that is the expression of the human body. I mean, everything. I mean, not just the hand.
Oh my. Well, that sounds like a very rigorous training schedule. Bruce, if I may ask a delicate question, if you're shooting a pornographic film and you're working with a very experienced pornographic actress or actor, and it requires a fisting scene, how do you prepare for that? How do you go in? How do you handle that situation?
Well then, baby, you better train every part of your body. And when you do punch, now I'm leaning forward a little bit, hoping not to hurt any camera angle. I mean, you gotta put the whole hip into it and snap it. and get all your energy in there and make this into a weapon.
Whew. I'm glad I'm not making any movies with you, I can tell you. If I could be a bit cheeky, who is the better lovemaker out of James Coburn and Steve McQueen?
Depending, okay? Steve McQueen, now he is good in that department because that son of a gun got the toughness in him.
Yeah. You see it on the screen.
I mean, he would say, all right, baby, here I am, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he'll do it.
Yeah.
Now, James Coburn is a peace-loving man.
Yeah, I met him.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
you've met him. I mean, he's really, really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
super mellow and all that. I
He
mean,
is.
you know, I mean, now he appreciates the philosophical part of it. Therefore, his understanding of it is deeper than Steve. So it's really hard to say. You see what I'm saying now?
I see. And you don't get stage fright when required to make a movie with these guys? Say if you need to instantly get a, an erection, how do you train for that? Is there a technique?
That, my friend, is very hard to do. And you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you are determined to move. Not, if I want to punch, I'm going to do it, man, and I'm going to do it, you see. So, I mean, so that is the type of thing you have to train yourself into it, to become one with the, you think?
I see. That would require some effort and training. Well, is there any particular kind of penis you could not train for that technique?
Taking 1 inch, not anything less than that.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Bruce, for your candour, and I'm sure the fans are going to love this one. It's obviously an unseen side to you, and one that the masses have been just hanging to hear about. So, I wish you all the best in all of your endeavours. Okay, take care.